What's up all my producer friends, it's XD here for Bedroom Studio Corner, and today I want to show you how to make SA DeepTech house, and I'm going to show you some workflow tips, some mixing strategies, how to get nice sounds out of the stock plugins you have in FL Studio, some sound design on how to get good sounds for your tracks, and please don't forget to like and subscribe to Ironic SA's channel to get the latest deep tech house tracks. On your starter page, you start with just a blank page where everything is just blank and there's no effects. A great thing I found is that if you go to new from template and you go to utility, there is this drum mix preset that you can put on. There we go, and it's gonna give you, first and foremost, in your channel rack, it's gonna give you a FPC loaded with some drum sounds. And the good part of it is that it gives you tracks that are already selected for your kick, snare, hat, cymbals, percussion, reverb, send, and a drum mix. So this is like a default drum mix that's already set up for you, and it already has effects, like as you see in the corner there, there's EQ and compression. So this is a good start if you want to start your track, and then you don't have to worry so much about having to do these things on your own because they're already preset for you. So that is a good start. So we're going to start here, and bear in mind that your levels mustn't be all the way loud. So I'm just going to use the default kits in FL Studio. I'm not going to use so much external stuff because most of you might not have the packs. I'm going to try and look for some drums. I will go to the vintage kit because it has a nice kick in it, just a basic kick, and I'll select this and I'll drop it here. And then what I'll do is that I will send it to channel 1 where my kick track is. There we go, and I could just put 4 steps and put my tempo on 117. 117 is the standard for deep tech and deep house. So I know some people go all the way low to 105 and up to 120 or 123, but it's all your choice. But 117 is fairly decent, so we're gonna work on that. So here we are, we have our kick in there. As you can hear, it is sounding a bit harsh, so you can work on that on the EQ, and then you can EQ a little, but we'll get to that more in depth soon. But that's just to get a nice level sound on your sounds, and you can still change the sample, so you mustn't worry so much as to what the sample sounds like when you're starting, but just get your overall sound done first, and then you can move on to sound selection and sound design later. So okay, we have our kick. Let's actually extend this to like more bars. Here we go. There we go. Then we'll make it 8. So when it comes to the playlist selection, arrangement of deep house and most house, it usually works in 4s and in 16 bars. So when I say 16 bars is when you count here from number 1, 2, 3 going up to 16. So this is basically the arrangement you'll need to notice when you're arranging your track in terms of sound change in 16. So this will help you, but we'll also get to that when we're trying to arrange. So right now I'm just gonna keep it basic and carve our sound on the first 4 bars. There we go, just this first 4. Okay, so we have our kick set up here. And another tip is to change your swing and lift it up a bit, like up to right here in the middle of these two. Or let's see if we raise it up all the way halfway. That'll give you a very nice step. So now let's look for some hats for that groove. Let's use this one, it's nice and wholesome. and then we put it on the hat channel over here. That's channel number 3. So it's over there. You can see already it's got some reverb being sent to it. So then with these hats, what you can do is you can just load them over here as you want, or just so our hat sounds like that because of the swing we had put on. Now without the swing, if I can reset it, it'll sound like this. Not so interesting, is it? So okay, let's put it back halfway and listen to it now. You can already hear the rhythm is starting to turn out like a nice DeepTech rhythm. So now next what we need is a clap. Okay, so with the clap, I'm gonna try and check other folders and see if they have really nice sounding claps. It has to be natural, it has to be snappy and short as well. Let's go to dance. It's too much. FPC. Clap in here. Let's do a kit. That sounds okay. Now for the clap, we can load it on the snare channel. Okay, it's too much, it's a bit long. Let's look for another one. Damn it, what's wrong with my phone? There's a much better one. So now we put it on the So now we've got our basic rhythm going on for our drums. And depending with what type of style you want, you might not want these claps all the way on the fours, but you can skip them and just place it wherever you want to place it. It doesn't matter. That's also a nice rhythm. So the clap is a bit too intense, it's a bit too long. So now we can go here on the settings of the clap itself, and we can turn on this envelope, pull back the attack, and then lower the decay and lower the hold. Much better now. And another great tip about claps that you'll need to know is that claps have an issue of having this startup point here. You see where these three spikes are, and then they have this big transient over here. So usually you will want this before your step, before it starts, before this line, somewhere before this line. So you kind of have to go in on it, select the 2 and drag it and go on none. So your grid is on none, and then drag it a little bit to the left like that. Now that sounds much better now. So here's where we are. Let's add a little bit more percussion on it. Let's make a new pattern. Here we go. This sounds nice. And now I can route this to the percussion track. That's number 5. There we go. There we go. So let's look for a little bit more. That sounds okay. And let's also route that to the percussion track. Okay, that sounds good.